DK said it's better than my German, right, Priscila?
Hi, welcome everyone. It's Brian from Captain Savage Aquatics. Have a wonderful night.
DK said it's better than my German, right, Priscila?
Thanks again, Sergeant Tank, for starting. Brian from Captain Savage Aquatics. Have a wonderful night.
DK said it's better than my German, right.
Let me mute that. So how is everyone tonight? Oh, Andikin's the first one. Thanks again to Sergeant Tanks for taking a break for a bit, keeping it going, trying to get into the late night streaming. It was good to see him on for a bit. It's good to be back. Let's see what my camera's looking at right now. Got people rolling in. I'm just going to give this a few minutes. Give me 1 second. Need something to drink. I figure I can crack a bit. There, Fish Tropic. What were you hiding out, Jason? Here we go. Got 4. Got 8 people in here. Thanks again, guys, for jumping over for Sergeant Tank stream. It was going pretty good. Yeah, simplified you, Dean H. I think we talked about that a while ago, Dean. Oh, 100th. I'm not sure what stream I'm on. Yeah. I'm only having one because I have to get up in several hours to get my son going, so. But it'll be a tall boy. I feel your pain, Tawny. Welcome, Priscilla, Dean, Christian Yraheta, DPK, Fish Tropic. Fish Tropic, DPK are fighting over second. Anakin, 1,000. I'll eventually get to 1,000. I think I'm up to almost 150 total videos, including the streams. Dean always has the last word, right? So this was some late night antics. Recent things with me. This did water changes. I moved. Yeah, 333. It's surprising, you know, in these last couple weeks, it's been rough. It's going through a lot of crazy stuff. I don't want to bore you guys with what's going on with me. And hopefully I don't wake up my son. Fingers crossed. Knock on wood. Yeah. Industriant. Nice. I'm going to try to sub as many people as I can on here. Don't sub back, though, because I don't post anything. Ah, it's a fish family. Cool. Let's see. Brackon says, back home, and all my African cichlids are all good, and the bristle nose had fry. That's awesome. It's always nice. Please share. Yes, thank you, Priscilla, for suggesting that. I feel like I've been neglecting the fish family, or hashtag fish family, over the last couple of weeks. I just got to get my shit straight, to be honest with you. Had a lot of family things going on. I'll leave it at that. Maybe as I get into the bears, I'll talk about that more. New things. The fancy guppies are breeding like hell. Still. They started breeding again in my grow tank, which I got to pull those females and males out. The other 10-gallon, a lot of fry in there, so I'm going to pull the females out of there. Once I know all of them have dropped their fry in that tank, that'll be another grower tank. She sent me, Whiskey says, I checked out where you are, Brian. You're 6 hours from Niagara. I'm headed that way at the end of the month. At the end of the month, I'm headed to my brother's to help him move in Pennsylvania, or from Connecticut, helping him move stuff into his basement because he's going to maybe rent his house because he works in Philly. I'm sorry. Yeah, in Philly. So he has an apartment and a house. So going to go do that on Memorial Day. I guess that's not the, yeah, it's not bad. I don't know where I was going with that. Kind of tired, to be honest with you, but it's in Eastern New York area on the borderline of Canada. That's what I figured. What's up, Big J Aquatics? Welcome, welcome. Molly's back at the fish tank again. I swear she was going to bust the 55 just while I was in our Sergeant Tank stream. All I hear is a big thump. Brackon says, about to get new fish. What should I do, guys? Molly, yeah. Here, I'll tilt the camera down a little bit. So you guys can see Molly. As long as it doesn't start looking at my gut. Get more tanks. New fish. Get some turtles, man. That's what I would really want, turtles. Priscila says, cool, for some reason I thought they were in South America. Yeah, I'd say get more tanks. I gotta back off of getting more tanks of fish right now. Still saving for my tires for my truck. So, Brackon, I got a 55, a 20, a long, a 10, and getting a 29 set up outside. Get some ACI, Brackon. Brackon, move somewhere else. Yep. Let's get the party going. I'm gonna try. Oh yeah, I think some killies would be great, but I won't have time. The time next year to breed them. Interesting. Do CPD, yeah. That'd be cool. I guess I can post the link to the chat already. For anyone that's looking to come in, I'm sure Christian will jump in. Maybe we can get El Fish Tropic in here. Bracken's not too many beers tonight. Is only on Sunday. Yeah, well, I have to get up for my son at the same time. So 55 will be Pleco, says Brackon. The 10 will be CPDS. Yep. I might actually get some, if I can find some more totes. I might just set up smaller totes outside. Get some guppies breeding when it warms up some more. They're talking snow tomorrow or over tonight here in upstate again. Duke Corey, Boo Boo, Fritos, hot. Brother Stella, should I join you? I hate moving tanks. Brackon says, yeah, next year at school. So in August, I am downgrading. Shemi, should I join you? If iPhone can work with Hangout, I can do that. Hey, Island Queen, welcome, welcome. What's up, Kevin? Tawny says she wants to do that shrimp challenge Rob was talking about. Yeah, I didn't see that. Priscilla says 2 votes for sashimi. Bring it. Yeah, Shellys are awesome. I'd love to do some Shellys. Priscilla asks, how is camping? What's up, Christian? Brackon says, depends if they want to breed for me or not at DPK. Shellys sound awesome, but do some hill streams. Yeah, the loaches. I like the loaches because I got quite a few of loaches at my house. Or when I was at my parents'. Everyone say we want sashimi. Tawny says, was that everyone put out the same amount of Neos in their ponds and see who has the most at the end of the season? Yeah, I turned my tanks on from sleeping. I didn't turn the backlight on because I didn't want to wake my son up since he is sleeping in the bedroom behind me. That's okay. Sleeping tanks are fine. If I can just catch my stuff. Shrimp outside? I would say shrimp outside as long as it stays at the minimum, doesn't drop below the 60s. I know the shrimp god, or who is it? What's his name? Lucas says they can go down to like 50. He's seen them in frozen water before, or water that has ice on them, but I don't know. Brackon says, I'm really going to miss my Africans, though, because my tangerine tiger is amazing, along with my dragon blood I bred last year and my great silverhead. Yeah, I might I got a lot of totes around. If I just clean them out, I might just set up totes outside. Check with the old landlord and see what he thinks. I know I was saying I want to set up like a really big Rubbermaid stock tank, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Not going to work for Colorado then. We have low 50s at night, sometimes 100 during the day. Yeah, you'd have to keep them in the shade. Brackon says, yeah, I've done cherries and ram's horns outside year-round. Uh-oh. Don't start your stuff, Molly. Molly's trying to go lay on the bed in the bedroom. How you doing, girl? Priscilla, Rob is in Ohio. Can't be that hot there either. Yeah, I know. Let's see. What other updates can I talk about? Sorry if I'm kind of in a monotone tone. Just allergies got me pretty bad going right now, so. Beer is pretty high and low, too, in August. Where's that, Tawny? Oh, Christian finished his pond. Christian's being awfully quiet, too. He's in the stream, or in the Hangouts. Yeah, see, it was 60 today, but then they're talking snow tonight. So, Saskatchewan, Canada. Oh, I got a buddy from Saskatchewan. Jesus, a pretty good gaming buddy from up that way. I'm trying to think of his name now. I haven't gamed in almost a year, so it's been kind of hard to remember names. I've always been bad with names, though. Molly, I brought this home from work. My work coworkers say this is Molly's big green dildo. Because she's like nonstop with it at work. Wants guys to throw it everywhere. Priscila said today, in a few, Brackon said, hold on. Let's see what Brackon said. Yeah, in a few years, I will be back in the game. The big tank with breeding group and something, probably self-heads because they are super nice. Priscila said today was 85. It's going to be 60. It's like menopause weather. That's funny. It was in the 60s here today, even though it felt like it was in the 80s. Yeah, it was in like the 50. I don't know. It might have been getting close to 60 today. Where is Fish Tropic? That is the question. He's probably just lurking like usual. So you guys got any fishy questions? I know we're kind of just talking about life. He's always here. Yep. Because he was telling me to come on the stream, but I was tied up. Starting tank stream and say hi to the fish family. What's up, Christian? There he is.
How you doing?
I'm all right now.
I am not at my house right now.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah, I'm at the veterinarian. Something bad happened, so like, yeah.
Oh, that stinks.
Yeah.
I hope everything's okay.
Yeah. So, like, what's going on right now?
Not much. Just kind of hanging out, chilling. Brackon asked how the rubber lips are going. They're going. I still got the 3 of them. They hide out most of the time. They're putting on more and more size, so hopefully here they'll start breeding.
That's good. I got my pond finished. I'm actually glad about that.
I'm sorry?
I got my pond finished, so it's like I'm glad about that. It cost me a foot though.
Something about that. That's cool.
It cost me a foot though.
Huh?
It cost me a foot though. Like a rock that I had supporting the tote.
I'm sorry?
I had a rock supporting the tote of the pond. And like, you know how the rubber tote expands when the water gets too full?
Yeah.
It completely pushed it out and it fell right on my foot.
Ow.
Yeah. And it had jagged edges and like the rock was like the size of that.
Oh, wonderful.
The size of that.
Ah, so some bruised toes, no broken toes though.
Yeah. No, luckily I saved it.
I'm sorry, I can't hear that well because I'm all clogged up from the weather. So.
Oh, that's all right. Yeah.
Plus, I'm trying to keep my speakers on low because my headset's back in the room, or my earbuds are back in the room, and I really don't want to open the door and wake my son up.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the stream comes.
Saying about that.
Any breeding behavior? I haven't seen it. If it's happening, it's at night because all the other fish bed down, and that's when my high fin comes out and the 3 rubber lips come out. So, and with me taking the last 2 weeks kind of off, I wouldn't know. I mean, I look at my tanks daily, but it's not one of those things I would know because they hide like all day. And of course, Molly does not leave me alone with this toy, but that's okay.
I wonder if I can switch tabs on the iPhone on this thing.
You should be able to. You just hit the back key. It shouldn't
so like,
hang out. I don't know what your back key is. I'm just thinking Android.
If I happen to like change like the tabs, will I keep myself logged in? Will I still be there, or would it hang up?
I'm not sure. You should be able to stay there. The picture will probably go back to your profile picture, which is fine with the 2 fish on there. What about tempura tequila? Sounds good. I can't do tequila from the service anymore. Tequila did not become my friend. Something funny I found the fry was in one of my large shells, meaning my plecos use the shells to breed and not my multi. Not my multi, so it's odd. Yeah, it's okay, guys. You know what? It's my first night in like almost a week again, streaming again. So I keep saying I'm going to put videos out and I'm editing, but it's too many up and down days. It's been a struggle to get out of bed. But
What does the chat say?
huh?
What does the chat say?
The DPK says, be right back. Going to send a link to a few people. And where is Nisi? That is the question. She always lurks.
I'm sure she's around.
Oh, there's Priscilla adding it to the group. Here you go, Priscilla. Thank you. The group convo, that's wakes me up sometimes at night, but that's okay. Just
Wonder what Chaz doing.
I'm not sure. Man, he's probably
studying.
sleeping.
I really get a chance to get into his streams now. All of a sudden.
So hold on. You are doing okay, man. A question from Dean H. With my son being here, yeah, I'm putting a strong face on, but it's been tough. Really tough lately. To the point that I don't even want to go to work, but I get up and go to work still. So, so Fish Tropic asks, so Captain Savage, what are you up? What are your water changes lately on your guppies? Guppy strain. Well, in this, I want all the females to drop all their fry, and then I'm gonna get a strain going. That way, I have free tanks because I don't want any. Why so tough? Just a lot of family issues because I'm going through my, the divorce and then separated from my wife and all that stuff. Money's been extremely tight, but that's beside the point. Not that I'm looking for anything like that. Just I'm trying to figure things out. Get out of my own way. Literally, I'm trying to stay out of the red. That's what I'm trying to do. Gets me really down. Been thinking about the war a lot lately too. The shit that's been going on because I went to the VA this past week, so that's kind of got me a little messed up. Autocorrect on, Island Queen says, as someone that suffers from depression, I feel for you. Yeah, I got depression. I get into anxiety, like Sergeant Tank was talking about. I'm fighting with the VA for a TBI claim because shit blew up really close to me. So nothing like when you hear a loud sound and you start thinking while you're at work, thinking that you're back in the shit. So.
How your baby Oscars doing?
Huh?
How your Oscars doing? The ones that are inside the toilet.
In there, the Oscar's fine. I've just been doing big water changes. So everything's fine. The Oscar scratches went away because I treat it with what is it? The ICX or whatever. And I dosed with General Cure, and the next day it was completely healed over. So I think I caught anything before it happened. It got worse. So plus the water change probably helped, seeing that tank was over 1,000 TDS. Tani. On a happier note, it looks like you're flinging around a dildo like at a party favorite. Laugh out loud. Yeah, so everyone heard that. Yeah, My coworkers call this Molly's big green dildo.
What is that thing, anyways?
It's just a toy. Molly, when she was a puppy, she would through toys. She still does. So this is the only toy that I've found that she yet has, besides breaking the, you know, where it makes that squeaking sound. Besides that, she has not yet to destroy this. It's her favorite toy. I actually threw it up on the shelf because I got tired of dealing with it at work. I just gotta be careful.
I gotta lie, it did look wrong.
Nah,
It did look wrong.
I'm sorry, Christian. What was that? My hearing's so bad. I have to get my earbuds because that tank behind me is really, really loud. Give me a second, guys. Did she feel? No, the squeaking thing's inside. She punctured it because her puppy teeth went right through the green stuff. It's what you know, those chew toys for dogs are made out of, like that really, really strong stuff. Can't remember what the hell you call it, but give me 1 second. I gotta get earbuds because I can't hear. Shoot.
Okay, what exactly did he get into? It was a roach trap? Okay, was there medicine in the roach trap? It's still rattled. Oh, okay. Did he eat the whole thing or half of it? He's lethargic now, and he's vomiting. Okay. Right now, the veterinarian is.
Sorry about the delay. What the heck is going on here? Steezy teasy. Hate that. Ah, nice. We got some trolls in here again, huh?
Oh, really? I can't read it, so.
Now this should be better. Now I won't hear the fish tank in the background so much. Let's see. Laugh out loud. Your dog knows good sign language. It's okay. I get a DPK. Like I said, I get a kick out of the trolls because I control with the best of them. What's up, boy? Nice to see you, bud.
They're about 7 miles away. So you need to pack a cab.
Sounds like the vet is pretty busy there, huh? Trolling is great.
I'm the only one in here, along with my sister and my girlfriend. But yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's just her. It's just the lady, the Taylor, talking on the phone.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Let me put it on mute.
Yeah, no problem. Let me grab the link to the Hangouts. See if we can't get some more people in here. Thank you for sharing. Anyone that shared, hit the like. I appreciate it. I just got to get off my ass and do this more. Maybe tomorrow when my son's at school, I'll do a stream during the day, but I don't know. I have to get tires put on my truck, so. Kyle in the house. What's up, KylesWildWorld? Tawny's wondering what's wrong with your animal, Christian. Is it okay to ask? You don't have to answer if you don't want to.
She got attacked.
Oh, that's not good.
Yeah, so she's getting surgery, so. Mm-hmm. So I'm a little bit quiet because I'm trying to like calm down a bit, you know. I'm not trying not to panic, you know.
Yeah, I hear you. It's always tough, especially at that.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, right now I'm just in the stream just to kill some time, that's all.
Yeah. Tawny's like, by another dog. It must have been another dog. Hopefully. Well, not hopefully, but. Sergeant Tank. Trolls better be cautious, devil dog. In the house. Yep. Got the devil dog. Got the. What is it? Truffle London? is what the German. I can't remember how to pronounce it.
Uh,
Horrible at it.
yeah, you can look it up on the internet. I'm sorry, I don't have it in front of me.
Just got done moving fish and prepping tanks. Okay. Mariner the Burner Aquatics. Hello, Kyle. Oh man, sorry to hear that, Christian. Ooh, yep. Kyle, wow, world jump on the live stream, brother. That way he can start trolling you, Kyle. That's what he wants to do. Oh wow, I'm halfway through this already. If you guys really want to know what's been going on, it's been really down in the dumps. This really, really bad. Trying not to.
Okay, I'm outside.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Yeah, just too noisy in there.
Yeah, that's cool. So long story short, that's been trying to take it easy and not do stupid shit, if you get my meaning.
Oh yeah, I definitely know what you mean on that.
Like having bad thoughts.
Yep. Hopefully I'll be able to get out of here soon and take my dog home.
Yeah, hopefully. I hope everything turns out all right. Hopefully it's nothing too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Feel for you, brother.
It's pretty bad, but she was stable. That's the good thing. So.
Yeah. Did you say it was another dog?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it was another dog.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Fortunately, it was happened to be one of mine. So yeah.
That's never good.
Yeah, it's never a good thing. So I need to figure something out on that.
Well, we're all pulling for you.
Yeah.
Kyle says he'll hop on in a few, still messing with tanks. Anything can we do for you, mate? Hope you stay safe. Industrious hand cap on the daytime stream. Do it, brother. You can ask a lot of people here when I was hurt with my back and everything, or even when I started going back to work, I was streaming every day, like sometimes 2 or 3 times a day if I had the time to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's same with you. DPK says I was feeling the same way. Same this week, Brian. Been somewhat of neglecting my tanks till today. We all love you. To hear from you, bud. Hashtag fish family. Man, that sucks. My dog did that to my kitten once, and now she has no ear on one side. I was stuck 400 kilometers away too.
Yeah. All I know is this one's like, this is like, it's like big enough to earn a Purple Heart, you know, if she were a human being.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
Yeah, it's like bad, but like, I'm just glad she's stable. That's all.
Yeah, I hear you.
And she's a small dog too, but she's really tough.
That's good. Always nice when pets are very resilient.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone's saying, "Oh, phone call away to you, brother." Yeah, I understand. I don't want to burden anyone with my problems, though.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I answered just because somebody asked, so.
Yeah, no. Like I said, it was totally up to you if you want. You know, no one's gonna push you to answer anything you don't want to answer. So.
Yeah.
DPK says, "Keep your head up, brother. I'll be your pill if you ever need it." Animals have souls. Yes, they do. And you know what's funny? On that note, animals do have souls. Molly can always tell when I'm really upset and she comes over, even though I don't want to deal with, you know, no matter how much she ticks me off sometimes, you know. She comes over with the head down and looking up with me with those puppy, you know, those puppy dog eyes or whatever.
Yeah.
And let's melt your heart, you know.
Yeah, I think this was like the only one that was open. You know how Sundays are; they always close the vets and all that.
Oh, you don't have to tell me. Up here in upstate, it's horrible. To find a vet hospital, I'd have to probably drive to Plattsburgh, which is over an hour, or roughly an hour away. And even then, I'm not sure if they would be open. It is the North Country. I mean, Plattsburgh's the biggest city with a college town, so yes, that would probably have a 24/7 vet.
Because I noticed the ones that say animal clinics are the ones that are like 24 hours or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, I lied. My dog had that was an emergency.
Yep. All right, Burner Aquatics says I have 3 new stands of endlers to keep me moving forward these days. Excuse me. That's cool. That's awesome. Post some pictures. It didn't happen. Right?
Yep.
I always have to take mine to the university for much dinero. My animals always got hurt after hours. Yeah, I hear you. I actually got to take my dog to go get her shots for this year. Getting about that time again. It's got to have enough money, which is unfortunate. It's, you know, put food on the table, pay for child support, all that fun stuff. They're still trying to figure things out, you know? Not as easy as being an adult. Sometimes I wish I could be a kid again, you know?
It's hard being an animal parent.
Yep. Captain Savage, Sunday night stream. It's Monday. It's Monday. It's Monday. And now I get how he wrote that. Johnny's Florence says, thank God I have my dog insured. Yeah. I'll feel better. I mean, I just got to get back and do things. The only light at the end of the tunnel is I'm glad that when I go to see my brother, I'll actually have the new tires on my truck because my wife actually had a heart and actually gave me money. She's like, well, with our son, you can't be driving around with tires that are going to literally fall off your truck. Not that they're that bad yet, but there's some that are right there where there's half tread on them. You know what I mean? Like, I forgot to rotate the tires, or I asked for the tires to get rotated or whatever. Who knows? I'll just blame it on me because everything's my fault anyway. So half the tires like no tread, the other half is tread. So it was one of those kind of things. The alignment was out of wax, and I had both ball joints going. So it's hard out there for a fish. If you need anything, you know, the fish family here to help. My dog tried to choke to death on a bully stick. A bully stick. Watch out for those motherfuckers. Yep.
Hey, Captain, how long are you going to be streaming?
Probably for a while. Probably,
okay.
Well, not a while. Probably till like 2, maybe. I want to, maybe even 3. I don't know. It all depends because I don't want to wake my son up. And I have to be up at 7 for my son, which is in 6 hours. A little over 6 hours.
Oh, okay.
But it's okay. That's why I'm not going to drink. You need a horse. Laugh out loud. Man, I wish you had a super chat. Yeah, see, this is why I don't like talking about money issues on here.
Yeah, I'm done.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't really want to do all that either.
Because everyone has their own problems, you know what I mean?
You just gotta figure out how to handle them.
Yep.
Yeah, because I don't want to end up relying on that.
Man, I wish you had a super chat. Yeah, with a rifle, with Tropic, 3 a.m. If you could be any other mammal, what would you be and why? Honestly, I think it'd be cool to be like a dog. Just chill all day. Oh, geez, my phone's blowing up right now.
What type of dog would you be if you were a dog?
Probably a lab, maybe even a Great Dane.
I'd probably be a bull terrier because I'm really hyper.
Yeah, whatever you do, don't. Yeah.
To be honest with you, I still feel like a kid inside, so I think that would be my dog of choice if I was a dog.
Let's see. Okay. The latest Papa Troll Smasher is here. Tony says a cat. Everyone expects me to do nothing, and I rule the internet. Yeah, right. Fish Tropic says I'd be a lion. KylesWildWorld says Shishimi Whiskey secretly wishes he was an orangutan. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. A lot of power from them. They're very social too.
Just don't piss them off.
Yeah, Island Queen says, yeah, I always go with safety first when it comes to kid. Got a PayPal? I can't do super chat. I do, but I'm not begging for money. Too proud. Not that, you know what I mean? No one wants to ask, you know what I mean? That's not why I'm here. But if you really want to know, send me a PM. Like, I'm not going to, you know, I can't let my pride get to me either. Let's see. Andy Kid says, be a tiny dog that will fit in a hot girl's purse.
A Pomeranian.
Yeah, right. Come on, Molly, leave the tank
Or
alone.
Chihuahua.
I swear she's going to break this 55-gallon near me. Jesus, holy crap. My phone's just blowing up. Maybe I got to turn the notifications off to this group. So you're knocking over fish now. And this is why all the fish hide from you, especially the high fin and the plecos, Molly. Just chew on this pleco. Chew on the plushie, for God's sakes. Here, chew on that. Come on, chew on that. Leave my tanks alone. Alright, how do I turn this on? Let's turn it on vibrate. There we go. Let's see. How do I PM? Here. If you really want my email address, you don't send it to the one that I have on my About page. I'll tell you that right now. Lisa Vanderpump's dogs. Yeah, turn those notifications. Teach her to back up. No, not the Royal Pleco. Yeah, I like the Royal Pleco. And sit and observe. Sit now. You lay down. Oh, that works too. Lay down. Chew on your green dildo. Yeah, that's my PayPal. I was gonna. I'm not in it for this stuff though. If I remember correctly, that's my PayPal. Hold on, let me check. Give me a second. I got so many apps open right now. Shishimi whiskey. Chew on your green dildo. Ryan, 2017. PayPal. Hold on. Why isn't that up? There it is. Let me open that up. Let's look. Okay. It's nice when you have a program that stores all your passwords. Let's see. Log into my account. There. Yeah, that's it. Just because my other ones I canceled those. Shishimi whiskey. A question. Explain that email name. Laugh out loud. It's my gaming name, and I put it to what email? World of Tanks email.com. Because I was trying to. I make a lot of email addresses for gaming. Just the one that I have for PayPal, it got shut off. I'll leave it at that. Long story short, someone got access to my old PayPal account that was with my name. you know, the Brian Corcoran at ymail.com, and they ran up a huge tab, and I'm still fighting with PayPal to get rid of it. So, Tawny says, my cat sits behind my community tank and bites the glass. She is smart. She are smart? Yeah. PayPal. I would be a rhino. Why would you be a rhino, the industrious ant? So let me get this. Shishimi Whiskey says that one is too graphic. Laugh out loud. As long as I can make people laugh, that's what I'm here for. I don't know how I do it. Who has Call of Duty? I have Call of Duty for PC. So if you get Call of Duty for PC, hit me up, and I'll actually update my Call of Duty and get on and play Call of Duty or Black Ops 3 or whatever the hell is out now. Put it on the Fish Fan page like you did with mine. I don't know what you're talking about. We need a late night Fish Family page for PG-13 plus. Honestly, at this point, if you're up at this time, I consider you whatever. I still haven't gotten any nicks against my record, and I go off the wall talking tons of bullshit, not bullshit, but swearing all the time. We get a little off topic, like hashtag moist, hashtag grape van, hashtag fish family, hashtag fish family for life. I don't remember all the other hashtags, so start coming up with them. I love the ideas. I love turtles. I love lamp. I love lamp. Scotch, all in my belly. Scotch. I drank scotch with my grandfather quite a few times. I remember shaking him one because he lost his license because he was going blind. So my brother took him, that I'm actually going to help, to the store, and he would always say he's out of liquor. Right, so I remember many nights of taking him to this place called Martinetti's. It was crazy. He'd go in there and be like, "You want anything?" It's like, "No, you can just give me a shot here and there," or, you know, he'd be like, "Give me scotch on the rocks. Hold the rocks, though." Tony, TPK Aquariums, if it works, if you're a dude, just breed with the ladies till you die. Laugh out loud. You know how many of my friends have the goal of being the person with the most debt, dying in with the most debt? My old buddy, you know, I helped him build his business, whatever. We had a falling out. Still consider him a buddy as a friend, but business-wise, shit happens. Love that guy. He's awesome. He's like, my goal is to die with the most amount of debt accrued. Being the most amount of millions in debt. Because you can't take the shit when you die anyway, so what's the point? Fish Tropic, I drank moonshine with my friends, laugh out loud. Summon Chaz. Summoning Chaz. I don't know. We'll see. Fish Tropic says, Molly, I got ready to eat some fish. Ha 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 ha. Tony says, my grandpa makes some potato vodka on the DL. That's awesome. Let's see those guppies, Cappy. I can't really show you the guppies, and I'd have to kill this stream to show you the guppies. Shit, I knew I forgot something to do. I've just been so down lately, I can't remember shit. That's one of my biggest complaints to the VA. Like, I'm so jacked in the head lately that I don't know what to tell. Let me see. I got a video. Let me see if I can upload it real quick. It's like 2 seconds though. It's blur. It might be blurry. Absolutely not. I am not taking you out, doggy. Go screw. she can hold it, and she's done it before. Because because scent may hope that'll help. Man, you didn't have to, White. You really didn't have to. I'm not here asking for money. Thank you, though, for whatever you did send. DPK says, taking a leak when you're drunk feels good. Yes, it does. Hold on, I just missed the comment. I got to get back on chat. So I'm almost caught up. Jimmy, only you use a dildo. That's about it for me. What is that though? Really? Transfer loans. Laugh out loud. Yeah, right. I'm reporting you, Chazzy Jeff, Chaz at our baiter. We need some Woody. We need some Woody. Hi, Jason. Make sure you get. Okay. Brian, check White's email. I'll check it. Bonnie gets hot and bothered. Get any new plants? Are you able to order from H2O Plants? Who are you talking to? Says pending. Snafu Watt email. Gmail hasn't accepted it yet. I don't even know how to check. Is that bad? Details. Ta-da, ta-da. Play it forward, yeah. Hold on. Hey, Jamie McDonald, welcome. Does PayPal take commission? I don't know. Read the 7 rings around Uranus really quickly. I don't know. Was $1 or something exchange rate as I'm UK. So Shimi says, so I tell Swamp Donkey to sock it before I give her a trunky in the tradesman's entrance and have her lick me Arby's. Let me stop. I'm gonna have to confession with Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, right. Much better than Super Chat. Takes YouTube takes 30% cut. What? I didn't think they were taking cuts. ADPK saying there's bases in the moon. Do core bases with pictures to prove it. Yeah, right. What movie is that from? Shishimi Whisket. Brett Meow. Euro Trip. Yeah, Euro Trip was a good movie. I seen that in Tropic. I'm looking at the thing. Let's see. Details. Huh. Let me check something. Let me go to the email for that. Sorry, give me a second, guys. I'm just logging into my Going to my snafu email. What the hell's going on? Activity. Let's start it. Send present. Go to message center. No message is available. Sent. Sorry about that. Hold on. I just totally log into you. It should show. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at. Let me log out and log back in. BPKs, I've seen that fish Tropic. That was crazy. Donnie Morin says, yes, thank you. That was pretty nuts. Yeah, it is. Log into your PayPal. It should show. David Fish Tanks says, hello. Welcome, David. DPK says, they also mentioned that on Gia. Is that how you say it? Gaia? Disclosure Fish Tropic. Let's go crash a YouTube page. David in the house. That's right. Alpha Wild Fish. DPKs. Let's laugh my ass off. David's Fish Tank. What's up? Fish Tropic is the guy in the party that gets everyone to streak. Yeah, he's definitely the guy to get everyone to streak. Slim Jim. Damn right. See? So you don't see anything. That's weird. PayPal balance details. It says 0. Maybe it's just taking some time. Fish Tropic. They interbred with us. DPKs says, yeah, Jesus Christ. And some loaches. Anakin, welcome. Yep, Anakin's been in here for a while. Jason James, the Fish Loft Triggers, and Tiger Fish, I think, Fish Tropic. Oh, Dwayne's in here. Welcome, Dwayne. If I haven't seen it. Yellow Box Fish at Anakin David. Just checked your channel out for Pleco Jerky. Before the few last mass extinction, the earth had so much oxygen, the bugs got a big surplus of it, and were huge, dragon size, the size of seagulls. Octocan, I don't know. Octopi can as well. Blowfish, but they suck a lot. Then blows. I don't know. Never mind. It didn't die. It didn't finish the video at David. Delivery here. Pizza guy's in here. Welcome, pizza guy. To eat the giant mosquitoes. Pleco is fine. Oh my God! You see, guys, you got me started. We're ridiculous when where is he when I need him? 0, my favorite, nothing. It's saying for you to accept it. I don't see where I have to accept it. That's the thing. It's not showing me like a message. one being wallet. Manage currencies. This is pretty bad. Check my email to confirm. Okay. Oh. That's why. Hold on. That's why I might be having a problem. Oh, thank you, David White. SnafuToWaterMail@gmail.com hasn't accepted yet. Cancel it. Oh. Hold on a second. I gotta figure out something. Let me just go to oops. Brown. Oh, there it is. I see it in my actual thing, but for some reason, okay. So let me go to the inbox, activate, confirm. There it goes. All right, that's done. Hold on. For some reason, it wasn't my email wasn't confirmed, and I confirmed it like months ago. Thank you so much, White. You really didn't have to. I appreciate everything. That's awesome. Let's see what's one new notification. Okay. Now back to page. Okay, why isn't it letting me? Thank you so much again for that. It was awesome. Sincerely, when that's done, okay. Okay. It said it could take a few minutes. Okay. Ditch the pizza guys at the mods. I'm gonna make a coffee or mocha. That sounds good. Pizza, please. Maybe I'll jump on and shoot the fish. Yeah, cool. Well, now I need a mocha. At least I can do that. It's all good, mate. Not much, but hope it helps. It does help. You really didn't need to. Hey, Brian, tell people how to breed your guppies. Man, guppies breed on their own. And you have koi. Your koi tried to breed yet? No. Uh-oh. Okay. It says it takes a few minutes, so hold on. Let me refresh. For some it's there. Thank you, thank you. Sweet, that's awesome. I appreciate that. You really didn't have to. Let's see. And have your koi tried to breed yet? I haven't seen them try, but you know, with me being down and out for like I said, the last couple of weeks, I do look at them. David's fish tanks. Oh, thank you, David. Hashtag fish fam. Yeah, that's right, White. Okay. Yeah, you want the green gills? Let's go play with them. I appreciate the thumbs up. Like I said, I'm very humble. I don't know what to say. Really don't know what to say, White. I really don't know. Thank you so much. DPK says, hashtag the fish family, the bomb for the hobby and each other. If everyone could donate to the United White Guy Fund, please do. Cappy needs some, in need of some strippers to cheer him up. They're joking. That's funny. Thank you so much. I won't say your name on air, but thank you, White. You really didn't have to. Oh my God, I have to put that down. I get yeah, it definitely puts a smile on my face. I don't know what to say. Like kind of like Jim, I don't know what to do. I truly appreciate it. You have no idea. It's hard for me to smile and laugh at things, but that kind of that just made my day. Fish Tropic, I got my 62 $1 bills ready. I'm joking. Just joking. I'm getting teary-eyed now, man. It gets me emotional. Yeah, it gets me emotional. I watched Sense8 for some of the day today with my son, or he wanted to watch movies and stuff like that today. So it was just good to see him because I haven't seen, you know, he came over last weekend for one day. It was like Monday. I took him to school Tuesday, and now that I've had him Sunday, and now he'll be coming back here tomorrow night. It's just nice because I feel like, you know, he's my son and everything. DPKs, I'm going to take this as a moment of silence right now and take take it this moment. Yeah. What's the worst thing is after coming back from everything I saw over in the war and stuff like that, I used to laugh at a lot of movies, and it's hard to get me to laugh and whatever. Oh, yeah, my son's turning 10 this month, too, in a couple weeks to 24. Doing his party, not this coming weekend, but the following weekend. Is it this weekend? I don't know. Dwayne's a good guy. I like Dwayne. I definitely will enjoy him. It sounds like Molly wants to go outside. There must be deer or something outside. It sounds like Dwayne doesn't get much sleep like me. And believe it or not, I say I sleep in my bed. It's not good sleep, believe me, guys. Like, when I'm down and depressed, it's not good sleep at all. I wake up even more tired and more depressed. I believe Fish Tropic says, I believe there are people on this planet that live a long time. Evil succubust. You think, huh? Would you knock the Oreo puckle down? Whatever, they can stay down. I'm not usually sleep late night. I just start watching anime or movies, so not paying attention. Down Pleco, down Pleco. All right, guys. Molly wants me, I guess, to really take her out. So Jason James says, I get on the outside and there are no hours in the day. Not enough hours? I don't know what that meant. Keep up the stream, please, mate. We missed you. When you get down, jump on. We're here for you. It's just, it's hard. Where'd the pleco go? It's on the floor. Give me a second. I'm going to take Molly out. She must have to pee. I wish I had someone in the stream to take over. If you guys can give me a minute or two, I'll go let her out. Sorry to do that. Come on, Molly. This is your obvious stuff. John, please give me a dildo. Okay, sorry about that, guys. White says it's 7 a.m. there. This is intervention. Go make your popcorn and the coat. Munchies. I hope everybody shared the link. There might be people. All right, let's see. What did I miss? Fish. Jason James says, I sleep no more than 4 hours. I'm lucky if, honestly, Jason, on that note, I'm lucky if I get 2.5 hours a night, to be honest with you. I sleep very horribly. Good time for a human pee break as well. Thanks. Yeah, that's always a good thing. Fish Tropic, that'll be classic. Well, Fish Tropic said talk about my guppies. I got some beautiful snake skin that when you look at them in the right light, when they start swimming to the left or right, or, you know, moving more towards the middle of the tank, they look like they got this light blue tinge to them. They got all different colors. I got to take some pictures and post them. Maybe I'll post them to my Facebook group, or maybe even to the Fish Family Facebook group. Because I told myself I wanted to start selling to, at least in the U.S., some of them, but, you know, I got to see what it is and go from there. I've been thinking about putting some up on Aquabid, but this is how I've been feeling lately. It's been weird. I hope everyone shared the link. There might be people are not knowing something to watch late night. Yeah, let me grab the link to this Hangouts and post that back up if anyone's interested in joining it. Dwight says it's 7 a.m. Sorry if I already said that. 1 a.m. there. At White and at Anakin, not been to sleep. Floating plants. It's 11:20 p.m. there. Oh, okay. So you're West Coast. No, 2 hours behind. So you're Central. Let's talk about ways to combat nitrates in aquarium. Plants. More plants. Plants. Water changes. Pretty straightforward. So nitrates. Like I said, I like to use plants. Beneficial bacteria will eat them up. Plants, I would say really plants and water changes how you lower nitrates. Or just get a bunch of duckweed. Duckweed will wipe out your nitrate problem real quick when it starts spreading. What else? Regular plants, fish tropic. What else? How can you go without water changes? You set up complete ecosystem where the decaying matter or the food or whatever the plants make for food for whatever's in there. I don't know. It's just a cycle. Green water. I'm not sure. My mind's not working too clearly or working at all. And here, I don't even have my earbuds in. So if anyone's popping in.
There you go, Cat.
What's up, Jason? And I think you're lagging at the moment.
I ain't scared.
You ain't scared? Welcome back.
There's more in here. Cheers, brother.
Cheers to you. Honestly, I miss these late night streams. Even with my son being here, he sleeps like a rock. Plus with the...
I lost the volume to that.
You lost what volume?
Yeah, I got you now.
Yeah, I don't know if it's me cutting in and out, but when you first came in, you were cutting out.
It was me. I turned it off.
Oh, okay.
If I turned up too high, it'll get the reverb thing.
Yeah, I hear you.
We're good.
Fish Tropic says, how else can you go without water changes? I don't know. Just have a really well-established tank. Have enough nitrifying bacteria to eat the stuff, and have things in there to move soil around or whatever. I'm not sure. I'm not 100% on that. Let's see. That's next. Sergeant Tank says, I have Jimmy come and do water changes to combat nitrates. Yeah, that's a good way. How often do you clean the substrate in a planted tank? For me, it depends on how much mulm's in the tank. And mulm really doesn't hurt things. It's with the TDS that hurts you, which is the dissolved solids in the tanks. Even then, I don't know. I've seen fish. My guppies, my female guppies, finally dropped fry in the bedroom tank that I have, and this other tank, the nitrates or the TDS was way over 1,000, and they were fine. Even though I did a water change and brought that down some, or quite a few water changes. It's kind of hard for me, but it is what it is. So I would say probably once a month or once every 2 months. It all depends on what I look at and I see how much is in there. I base it on TDS, really, White. How do you tell it, Jason? I don't know if you have any planted tanks or not. Or,
How do I pack home?
How often do you clean the substrate in a planted tank?
Well, I mostly was doing saltwater tanks, so I really didn't have to deal with plants.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just gravel vac everything. Just keep gravel vacuuming, do your water changes. Most things will work themselves out as long as you keep altering the water change.
Yep. I agree. The only thing I can suggest is if you do have a planted tank, when you get near those plants, you don't know how big the root structure is for that plant. Figure it's at least twice the height of the plant, or at least that's what I was taught in the soil. So I would say if you're going to go gravel vac that soil around that plant, that's, you know, that plant, I would say the width of whatever your tube is, probably do the twice that, but only really gently push it into the soil. I'm talking barely, just enough where it touches the soil, and that'll just suck whatever debris off the top and leave it, because you want that mulm that's breaking down. That'll turn into dirt eventually, and that'll be beneficial to the plants.
I'm kind of breaking into this freshwater stuff, and I've been doing some reading, and what I've realized is some of these stem plants, when they get up, when people put substrate above the rhizome,
Yep.
which is where it breaks from the root down, where it breaks from the stem to the root.
Yep.
There can be a serious amount of infection or some kind of deterioration in that area, you know, like within the quarter inch from the bottom of the root through the rhizome to the substrate.
Yeah, they call if it's for a regular plant, it's called a crown, but if it's a plant that travels by rhizomes, so it's the crown of the plant right there where it crowns, because that's where you leave matters. If I remember correctly, I haven't looked at this stuff in a while. So you got the crown. You don't want to ever plant above the crown, because that's how you suffocate the roots.
Right, and anything below that point, that middle substrate before I don't know, the bottom water column or whatever it is between the plant base and the substrate, can create a lot of what you guys are calling moam.
Yeah, it's like dirt. I just consider it's the leftover poop from the food and all that. That's why I like having snails in my tanks, because they break it down even further.
I think the best answer I can give you on that, Captain, is just do your gravel filter, you know, suck up the gravel and do your water changes, and that'll be the best way to go about it.
Yeah. Fish Tropic says, because if the nitrates are one of the reasons for water changes, and we all know if that heavy water changes can also harm your fish if not done right. What would be the best course of action for scheduling? I would say when you think it's too much or your TDS is getting too high, like I said earlier, for that, cut it back. If you're noticing if it's a breeding tank where you have fancy guppies in them and your fancy guppies aren't breeding anymore, that's a good telltale sign that, you know, there's probably too much in the water that's stressing the guppies out. Like my tank, even though there's a lot of mulm or it'll be reading 1,000 TDS, my numbers read 0 for chloramine or all that, you know what I mean? The nitrate, ammonia, all that reads 0. So even though that stuff reads 0, you still can have a high TDS. So let's see. Not to cut you off. No, not to cut you off, Jason. Honestly, it's better to, if you're ever planting a plant with root structure, it's always better to plant higher and have the roots pull the plant into the soil. Or, you know, you can slowly add soil. You just barely cover the roots. You know what I mean? With like an inch of soil. Because being a landscaper, that's how I have my background. I have a background in horticulture because I went to technical high school. So I did my academics and then had a week of shop or 2 weeks of shop. Then I cut to the week. When you see where it flares out, that's what like I said, that's what they call a crown. You just want to just put like an inch of soil above that, if that. You know what I mean? It's almost better to plant shallow, as they call it. Plant the plant shallow because it's better for the plant, you know, or the tree or the shrub, whatever you're doing. So back to the chat. DPKs, be right back. Going to do a water change in the men's room. I've been holding it. Yeah, that's okay. I hear you.
DPK
Carl-
holding it.
Carlos, check your TDS. Tawny says, I do water changes once every 2 weeks. I have axolotls, if that's how you pronounce it. Axolotls, if that's how if I remember correctly. Though, and they have poop machines. Then I have the Python out anyway, so I do with the other tank. See, I don't use the Python for my 10 gallons, usually that have plants in them, or especially the tanks that have the guppies or the hell you call them, fry in them. Because I have shrimp in that tank. That's why I don't like doing water changes. I'm really particular about the shrimp because I don't want to suck the shrimp up the tube. I've even sucked fancy guppies doing water changes out of my tank and into the 5-gallon bucket. That's why I always leave the 5-gallon bucket to sit for a day or two, or even up to a week. That way I can catch any fry that may be in there or any shrimp, because you know, you get to the point with using a Python, I don't want to waste water, because to keep the vacuum going, especially for my tanks, because they sit lower. Sometimes some of them sit lower than my sink does that I have the Python to. So the suction will break after a certain point. So I don't want to waste water because I don't pay for the water here. I'm trying to be considerate to my landlord.
Did you ever get that roof situation figured out, Captain?
The roof? It wasn't the roof. It was actually a leaking pipe. It was old brass pipes. This house was built back in the 1920s. So my landlord had everything switched over to PEX going up to his place, so there shouldn't be any leaks from up above. But he bought enough PEX, so the next time his plumber that's getting ready to retire, you know what I mean, and go to Florida comes in, they're going to replace all the piping coming up into the apartment with PEX. Or at least to the copper lines into the, you know what I mean? They don't want to tear out walls, just to the floorboards at least, you know what I mean?
But you're looking dry now, right?
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen any leaks and nothing, which is good.
Good deal.
Yeah, up over 1,000. Wow, White says over 1,000 TDS. Laugh out loud. That's hard water. Mine's 600 out of the tap. Actually, my water's pretty. I think out of the tap, my water's hard, but it's on the low end of hard. You know. So.
That's what she said.
Yeah. Right. Jesus. And for people that don't know what TDS is, it's total dissolved solids for anyone that's new. Something new I learned about you, Brian. Brian, that's fantastic, dude. Oh, I'm a fantastic dude. Thank you, if that's what you mean. I appreciate it. Trolls, be nice. I don't want to bag another. That's funny. Jason, break out that Orion telescope behind you and go check out Jupiter right now. It's awesome.
Hey, dude. You want me to? We could do that. I can hook it up to the computer too, but I don't know how to put it on a YouTube thing. But I was out there checking it out. It's definitely not Jupiter like Jimmy said. It's Venus. Venus, the big orange one. Mm-hmm. It's up there.
Yeah. Well, Tawny says, Captain, I just put a bio bag over mine. Yeah, I got a couple socks and stuff, so I don't suck stuff up. But if I'm trying to get the waste off the bottom, you got to suck stuff through. You know what I mean? I've thought about using filter floss or even the pinky floss, but then all that debris is going to back up right to that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Oh, DPK says, or go Super Saiyan. Jupiter is visible now. Shishimi. Oh, that's right. Priscilla says use pantyhose. This looks like he's getting his stuff ready. Yep. Next, the moon.
Actually, a mead. Yes, sir.
That's cool.
It's the Big Daddy.
Nice.
You don't need that to see the. You don't need that to see the stars.
No, you don't.
You need that to see the goodies. but it'll go all the way. I mean, it goes straight to the. It's got a small USB port. Puts into a laptop. Well, it's actually a old hardwire.
Well,
I don't know if you see that.
you know how to share your screen with Google Hangouts? If you can bring up the software and share your screen right in Google Hangouts, it's the green app. It's the green box with the white arrow in Google Hangouts. You
Can I
share
do
it.
that?
Yeah. I'm on you right now, even though I'm talking. So whoever I have highlighted is the one that's going to show the most.
I might try that one day.
Yeah, okay. No pressure. It's whenever
Yeah,
you want
I ain't
to.
gonna mess with it today. I know it. I just know it works. You know what I mean?
White says I use a small fish net on my hose and elastic band on it to not suck up my fish. Yeah, I could do that. I just get lazy, and when I'm not in the mood, you know. Yep. Or a sponge media that'll prevent guppy sucking. Yep. Priscila says TDS sounds like diseases. Yep, it does. For real, you could. That'd be sweet. Yep.
Yeah. First time I heard about TDS was from Lucas, and I thought, what is this cat talking about, man? TDS. And then I got to studying on it, and it's a pretty solid theory. However, I'm more concerned with where does TDS come from? It sounds more like to me that it's just really calcium shit and stuff that ends up on the bottom. Total dissolved salt, total dissolved solids or whatever. Solids. It's more like it's what you guys are calling mold. Coming from saltwater, I'm not so sure that this TDS is an issue with water, because it's more like just you got to clean your tank. To me, I mean,
Yeah.
am I wrong? I'm wondering.
Yeah. No. It just means you got to clean your tank. I mean, for the fancy guppy tank, the grow outs that I have going, and the shrimp that are in there, because I got blue velvet's shrimp from Lucas himself. You know, I got 10 of them, and they were hiding, and it's like where I never saw them, but with how much plants I have in there, and when I go in there and do stuff, which is kind of regular when I scoop out duckweed and stuff to move it to my other tanks, because it just gets overpopulated with duckweed. I checked the TDS, so I'm sure I've moved some of my blue velvets into my other tanks, and they've probably been eaten by my Oscars or by the Africans or by other guppies or whatever, Well, I don't know where I was going with that. Sorry, I'm kind of scattered.
No, I was on TDS.
Yeah, so with that, that's why I was saying with the shrimp, I don't want to, I don't want the TDS to go bonkers, because I do have 25 red cherry shrimp in there, which blue velvet shrimp is a strain from red cherry shrimp. That's why I'm not worried if they breed together.
Okay, I get you on that, but we're calling total dissolved solvents, right?
Yeah.
TDS. But what is it?
It's just all the, like you said, all the food that breaks down, all the food. It's literally all the food and stuff. But I'm sure if your TDS gets way too high, it's eventually going to affect something on the fish. You know what I mean?
Your ammonia is going to spike. Your pH may rise or drop, and your KH and your pH. I mean, everything's going to change, but we really can fix that with just doing normal tank maintenance, right?
Yeah.
Am I wrong?
No, it's just regular tank maintenance. Like, I find if I just do water changes and I don't even touch the bottom or gravel vac, this would keeping up with water changes, especially on that tank, because I was doing 3 or 4 a week. It was sitting right around 300, 400, right there, which isn't bad. That's what I wanted to be at for the shrimp. because they like the harder water, because the higher the TDS, from what Lucas explained, the harder your water is. Guppies like hard water, so I'm not so much worried about guppies. So, but if you have enough plants in there, they'll suck up all that. They'll stop that ammonia spike and then nitrite and nitrate spikes, or you know what I mean, any of that stuff. So,
Right. Well, I appreciate that.
yeah, like you said, it's just poop. Literally, that's what it comes down to. Food that degrades, that the fish haven't eaten, that the snails haven't eaten, all that stuff. Let's see.
I guess that's where they're going with that. I don't want to talk about him, but where Lucas is going with the natural tanks is without filtration and without a filter of any kind. He's just trying to dissolve all these solids
and pull them out of the
in a
tank.
natural atmosphere.
Yeah.
Right?
And I
A
believe,
biotope or whatever.
yeah, almost like a biotope. And I believe that if you have enough plant material in there, they're going to take enough out of it to keep your fish healthy. You know what I mean? Because you got to think, if it was a true enclosed biotope and there were fish in there and they were breeding, you know what I mean? You're going to have your casualties. So it's whether or not this ecosystem has enough in it to take the stuff out of the water. You know,
I believe that's correct.
You know, what's the T? I'm curious to know what the TDS is on those biotopes that are sealed for what, a year, 2 years plus.
I thought the same thing. How can you not get rid of it? I mean, those plants ain't gonna eat it all. They can't. They can't eat it all.
Yeah. And Brackon says TDS. Oh, hold on. Frank Moore says one of the best definitions for TDS I've heard, folks. So I don't know if he was talking about you, because that was back at 137. So that might have been either me or you. Most likely you. Brackon says TDS is like salts and other things like potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, all that stuff, which is normal in salts. Frank Moore.
Yeah, Brackon, that's true.
Yeah.
But the issue is, how do you get rid of it without jeopardizing one for the other? Because we need all of it.
Yep.
I mean, it is as high as everybody wants to think it is. It's not so much important to get. Now, I may be skipping off track here, but every little bit is important. And if you start eliminating little things, you're going to end up with a deficit on another or a gain for the other. You know what I mean? It's I ain't very good with words, but it seems like TDS, it's, well, we all know what it is. We talked about it. It's total dissolved solids, and if you get rid of one, you're gonna have more together, and get rid of some, you're gonna have more or less of the other. And it's not, there's no medium in here. There needs to be a medium. And I was trying to talk to a sergeant about carbon. I don't like carbon. If I need carbon in my tank, I'll throw in a piece of old charcoal or something not from the grill or nothing like that, but piece of cherry wood or oak or something like that, and it'll suck up a lot of. It'll drop my pH way down, and it'll raise my. It'll raise my KH just a tad, and I can start to, weave through that, but it doesn't. To me, it's hard to believe that this is such a technical science to keep a fish.
No, it really isn't.
It's not that hard.
Well, maybe when you're just new to the hobby, it is, because you don't know about the cycle and all that. and how to build up beneficial bacteria. The nice thing about water changes, especially with planted tanks, is it gets some more trace elements back into your tank that your plants will eventually absorb and the fish need too. So that's why no matter what, I try to do a water change at least once a week because it helps your fish out, you know.
I agree, Cap.
Let's see.
I think that's number one, water change.
Dwayne Kitchell says, Jason, a TDS meter measures the movement of ions, and it also including some organic ions. In our road water, your TDS will read 0 to 10, and you can measure it exactly into your tap water, and then water changes. DPK says, duckweed sounds good now.
Dwayne DPK, man, I pulled down a video I put up about, it was yesterday, about ion in action. It's a light. Lights can change everything, and that's very important. Dwayne, you're a very accomplished person, and I appreciate everything that you say. I pulled that video because I was kind of drinking, and it wasn't cool. But if you take a cigarette and put it on top of a bulb, you'll see how the smoke will come back down on top of the light, and the light will burn it. That's ion in action to me.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
To me,
mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm no science genius, but I saw it, and I know it's good. Light is good.
Yeah. Oh, Priscilla says, at Brackon, I wasn't serious. Laugh out loud. Okay. Brackon says, yeah, but I want others to sort of understand. At DPK, duckweed guac. Yep. Priscilla says, Molly's climbing. Yes, I noticed Molly was climbing. And I'm sure she wants to dive into the tank like DPK says. Mm-hmm. They need to make a machine to detect all contaminants. Yeah, that would be nice. Dwayne Kitchell, the only organic that TDS measures that I'm aware of is nitrate ions, nothing else. So even though the funny thing is when my TDS is up over 1,000, I throw a test strip in there, and my plants, because they're absorbing so much of it, it reads 0. So it's kind of weird how total dissolved solids, the nitrates still read 0 through to your plants. So I have enough plants in there to keep them happy. Frank Moore says, TDS is a measure of all combined content of all inorganic and organic substances contained in a liquid molecule, ionized or microgranular or colloidal sol suspended form. Yep, that's from Wikipedia. Yep. Kitty. Yep. Corey has water that TDS meter isn't needed. He doesn't value TDS much. Yeah, but he also has if he's changing water, he's got a drip system. I don't have a drip system. If I had a drip system, I probably wouldn't care about my TDS too much. Shimmy Whiskey says you can use a fixed solution, Anakin. They sell 25-cent packages. I don't know what that conversation was. I'm not going to scroll back up to find out. When you add Fritz, you change the TDS, right? Yes, you do. Because my nitrites and nitrates will spike. Ammonia, if there's ammonia in the product, which some fertilizers do have a small amount of ammonia, there will be a little bit of a spike. I have tested right after I fertilized. But like I said, after about 4 to 6 hours, depending on the tank, I fertilize. Even with Easy Green, putting 3 squirts in every other day, it's gone within 4 to 6 hours. I'm chalking that up to the duckweed filtering it out and all the plants and everything like that, just eating it up. The package, Shishimi Whiskey says the package out of the fixed solution is pre-measured to a certain number like 7.0. Yeah, you're thinking like the bullseye stuff. I got you. I know what they're talking about now. They're talking about pH. Priscila, yes, yes, very much, but that's why it's useful. And again, it's called a calibration solution kit if you're interested. Yeah, for the pH, I want to get me a pH meter so I can keep an eye on my pH because I don't want my pH spiking. Even though guppies, from what I've seen, I've kept them in a all crushed coral tank before, and they've loved it. So, which crushed coral keeps the buffering higher to an 8 and the more if you boost that stuff. Captain,
can you just for the guys out there or the people that don't understand pH, can you I understand it not completely, but can you just give them a shot at what that is?
Sure.
pH.
Let me just check something real quick. I'm trying to remember. Alkaline is no. So the lower your pH, the more acidic it is. So anything below 7, which is neutral, is what they call alkaline, or no, acidic. And anything above a pH of 7 is alkaline. And plants use like different pHs because they make certain minerals or nutrients more available. And then other pHs, don't quote me 100%. I'm not sure the different pHs. I haven't looked at my notes and stuff since high school.
I'm glad you hit on that because there's a lot of different pH.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, anything below 7 pH is heading to the acidic range. Anything probably below 5, you got to be really careful, because then you're starting to talk acid.
It's actually what old school, this new school calls it TDS, but pH is really the basics of TDS. If you think about it, it's calcium, magnesium, a lot of different other things. But TDS is kind of a combination of pH, KH, and GH. If you want to look at it like that, that's how I prefer to look at it. Because dealing with salt water, you find a lot of sodium. Salt is hard to get rid of. It's a real delicate situation. And when I'm reaching into this freshwater thing, I'm realizing that there's a lot of stuff that is combined. It's a combination of water with a lot of things, and this pH, KH, and GH, and TDS, we can put that all in one column and just call it water. I mean, really, keep your water at 0 and you should be good. Keep your temperature at about 78 for any kind of fish and you ought to be good.
Yeah, just one thing with temperature though, with 78 degrees, I know that's like the optimum for most tropical fish, but plants grow better in cooler water temperature. So, lower 70s, even higher 60s is better for them.
I agree. I agree on that. If you're breeding, I want to keep mine. Now I'm getting ready to do a big experiment here, and I'll bust it out here and put it up on videos and stuff. I think the optimum breeding temperature for any kind of freshwater tropical fish. I'm not experienced in this. I don't know. I only do salt water. I know my tangs and my clowns, they popped all the time at about 80. But I'm thinking 74 is a good breeding temperature, or at least to get the females going. 74 and pop it to 80, and then drop it back down to 78, like when 2 days. A 2-day cycle, boom, 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 and they'll start going. They'll start throwing the eggs. But I don't know where I was going with that, Captain. I got lost. I was talking about pH and KH and GH and got messed up. But I think optimal temperature for a tropical fish is around 74 to 78. I'd like it on the high side, about 78. I know my tangs and my clowns, they want to run about 80, 82. And that got expensive, but I think most guppies and mollies and swords and stuff like that, they'll run good at about 78. But that's just from my research. I haven't done any of that. I haven't bred none of that. I can't speak from that.
Okay. From what I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Jason.
That's good.
From what just talking to Jason from Fish Tropic, his name's Jason too. He said, for not to burn out since I'm doing fancy guppy males, he said it's better to have a cooler water temperature because the higher the temperature, the quicker the metabolism going, and the quicker the males will burn out and die. You know what I mean? If you've got the females in the tank, they're gonna always chase and chase and chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he suggested more in the lower 70s. You know what I mean? Even I think he even said, don't quote me, I can't remember, 72 degrees,
Yeah,
70,
to breed.
Yeah.
To breed.
Yeah, to breed them. And it's good for the females because they're less stressed. And then for the guppies or the fry, when they're growing out, like you said, get the temperature up around 80. I usually keep all my tanks between 70, I want to say 77 and 79 at tops. I don't like to push the 80 mark or more. When I
Has
start
anybody
seeing
got any experience in octopus? Octopus?
I don't personally. I'm just going to read some of the chat. Jane Kitchell says pH stands for pure hydrogen. It's a measurement of hydrogen ions, and an air stone can change your pH just by pushing hydrogen into the water. This is why TDS is more valid because pH can change quick. DPK says, glad to see you, hear you guys. See you and hear you guys. Aquanut says he's at work, so not tonight. That's fine. I just throw out the link to chat if anyone ever wants to hop in every so often. DPK says, hi, Aquatic, glad to see you here. Priscilla, or your housemates, houseplants left. Yeah. What's up, DPK, says Aquanut. Priscilla says, at DPK, Fish Aquariums, I'm trying to wrap my head around wrap my head around doing stuff for figure 8 puffer. As far as I understand, figure 8 puffer is a brackish water. They're brackish water, so just get I don't know what the optimum is for it. I think it's 1.008 or something like that, or 6 somewhere, 6 or 8. I don't know. I'm not 100% sure on that. I looked at it 2 months ago or a month ago.
Who is that? Priscilla? Priscilla, I know about the figure 8.
Yeah, the figure 8 puffers. I'm not sure if it's been answered yet because I'm kind of I'm 2 or 3 minutes behind in the chat. So DPK says, so I would say it's not a must unless you have a heavy bioload, then you might need one. Okay, yeah, for a TDS. Oh, Anakin says octopus tastes good. Hold on. I don't know how I missed all this chat. Okay. Wow, how did I miss all this chat?
I don't got no chat at all.
Well, what you could do is keep the Google Hangouts open and open up the YouTube page to where the stream.
I gotta open up another one.
And mute the YouTube. You know what I mean? The YouTube side, not the Hangout.
YouTube and not the Hangout. And then minimize.
Yeah, well, then you can just keep them in a. I have 2 screens, so I keep the Hangouts on my right screen over here, so I can see you and talk. You know what I mean? That way I can see what you're doing in the background and stuff like that before people see it.
I got rid of the YouTube, but I don't know how to.
No, you don't have to close the YouTube completely. Keep the YouTube open, the web page, and just mute the YouTube. Okay, and you can keep the Google Hangout open in the in one of the background tabs.
So turn up, mute the
YouTube.
video, or
all you got to do is have the YouTube that's showing my live stream and you.
Okay.
On
I'll try to.
So when you run your cursor over the YouTube page, the YouTube screen, you'll see where the mic pops up, and you can play a pause. Just click the mic, whatever, the speaker, and it'll have to slash through it. That'll mute the YouTube. Otherwise, we'll get feedback. But it seems like you've already done that. So, and then you can keep.
I don't really care. I'm good. I can see you. That's good.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm doing good. How's your DPK asks, how's the parrot Cichlid doing? Timothy Michael says, is a protein skimmer necessary? Not for water. If you have enough flow or enough agitation to break the water surface, any protein buildup in a freshwater aquarium will disappear. Now, I personally run 2 DIY overflows. I have one of them shut off, which is on this side. For you guys, it's my right side, or if you're looking at the screen, it would be my right side. That overflow, I don't have working right now. I purposely stopped that overflow from working. So just with the return line coming in, if you can hear the water running in the background, that is the water return. So there's so much movement of water, no protein builds up, and any little bit of protein that builds up, the internal overflow will take that off the top of the water. But if you like sponge filters, as long as you have enough agitation on the surface, if you're using strictly sponge filters, that'll keep any protein or looking like you get that haze coat on top of your water, fresh water. I know they use protein skimmers and salt to take care of that. I'm sure Jason can tell you all about it. But in my opinion, you really don't need a protein skimmer for fresh water.
Nope.
Let's see. Priscila's, I got a question. Doing a brackish tank is protein skimmer needed? Not on brackish. If you got enough water flow, you'll be fine. Because I ran a brackish tank, and I actually acclimatized my gouramis in the tank to the brackish water for my turtles, because I just got tired of having to change my water 2 times, 3 times, sometimes a day in order to keep the smell down, because turtles are messy eaters, or even like 6-8 times a week. So I switched them to brackish water. They were brackish water turtle because they were diamondback terrapins. As far as I know, they're the only brackish water turtle in the world. I could be wrong. I'm sure someone will correct me if I am. But they can do both full salt or full fresh water. They are more susceptible to bacterial infections on their skin, though. That's why I switched back to brackish, or worked my water to almost a brackish point. It was just enough where any issues like that, there wasn't any more skin issues for my turtles. So I don't know if that answers your question, but that's just a little background. Going off on a tangent.
Go, buddy.
Let's see. Hi, Timothy. Aquanut says the fish are doing great. Thanks. Oh, yeah, because DPK says, I guess Aquanut's last video of his parrotfish, they were being pretty aggressive. So, yeah. Shishimi says, Whiskey says Amazon fish 80+ in temps. I mean, I'm sure you could do that, but I'm sure that they just survive just fine too here. Because I know Oscar's a South American cichlid, so. But Amazon's more central, right? I don't know. I can't remember the Amazon. I thought the Amazon was in South America. I can't remember my geography right now.
Them fish, Jimmy, they'll go up to 90+. You gotta remember where they're at.
Yeah.
You got to remember where they're at. They'll go 90 plus. They like to be. They're darters. What I call a darter. This is just me. I call a darter is somebody who hangs out in the weeds and snaps out at shit. You know what I mean? That's not really what you guys call a darter, but that's what I call a darter. They like to hang out in cooler water, low down deep, where the surface temperature could be at 100, and they'll go down about 70, 80 degrees, maybe 10, 15 feet down, and they'll just creep slow. Now, breeding season, like late April, early April, late April, they'll start making beds. These are all cichlids. All cichlids do this. All of them. I don't care who you talk to, any scientist in the world, I don't care. I'll argue with them all day long. They make a bed up in the sand, and they guard them. Lots of them are mouth breeders, where they're gonna hold their young in their mouth. The female lay eggs, male will run over them, sperm it up, and then the male's going to come back and suck them up, and he's going to hold them until it's over, until they hatch. And then most likely, that's why we don't have all these great fish, is because the males and the females been sitting on the nest so long, that on the bed so long, that she's going to start eating them, and that's how it goes. But normal is 80 to 90 degree water.
Can you guys hear me?
Hey, Priscilla.
Hey, Priscilla, how are you?
Good, how are you? I've been
Good.
here for like 5 minutes already.
Oh, you were? In the
Yeah,
hangout?
for real.
Well, that's weird, because it only just showed you popping in.
She's
Oh,
been
really?
stalking us, buddy.
Yeah, I've been creeping in the background.
Creeping.
Cool.
It's good to
They
see
could
you.
they could just be lag with Google Hangouts too. You never know.
It's okay.
Maybe.
I'm just trying to see what I missed in chat and see if there's any questions. I like reading everything, but at the same time, when there's people in the chat, I rather, socialize too. Brian hasn't noticed. Yeah, right. I guess not. I'm blind. I'm really tired as it is.
Where did my hangouts go? I can't find it anymore.
It's there. It's somewheres.
Hey, what kind of puffer did you get, Priscilla? Did you get that faku or faka?
No, not yet. I need a bigger tank.
Huh?
I need a bigger tank. I need a 120 or bigger.
So you didn't get them?
Not yet.
All right. But you got a 75, right?
Yeah. I could keep them in the 75 probably for a year if I wanted to, but I have to get a bigger tank later.
Cool.
That's funny. Everyone's saying Brian hasn't noticed yet.
Right.
Let's see. Oh, Danny's Aquarium's in the house. Welcome, Danny. Timothy, if I didn't already say hi to you, hi.
Hey, Captain, I just want to say I appreciate you letting me hang out with you, man. It's good.
Yeah, it's all right. I like the company, to be honest. I can read chat. I can read chat all night, but it gets boring after a while. Not to complain.
Can't type forever.
Well, it's not that. It's just I get bored. I have ADD and ADHD and all that. Even though I'm tired of it, it's like I see something in the room, or Molly will hit the tank and it'll be like squirrel.
I'm just awake because my son is still awake.
Yeah, that's cool. Well, not really, not for you, Priscilla.
Yeah, no.
It's a bummer. Let's see. Someone DPK put a link in the chat. Oh shit! I closed the wrong one. This is how tired I am. I'm not even paying attention.
Normally I open things up in the background.
That's why they call it ADD, buddy.
Well, it doesn't
Well,
help with everything else that's going on. You know, post-traumatic stress disorder, the anxiety. Like, I have so much crap on my mind. It's crazy.
Yeah, I have a halo. I'm actually on my drawing table, and that's the light for it.
That's cool. So how you doing? How's the your fish tanks going for you lately, Priscila?
So far, so good. I have like 6 tanks I need to reseal, and I'm really lazy, but I'll get to it at some point.
I feel you on the laziness. That's all I feel like was like. Every time I would go lay down in my bed, I'd be like, I'm the biggest bag of shit right now.
Yeah.
Or biggest
I don't
bag
want
of
to wake
shit.
up.
Yeah.
Well, if you work and you have a kid and all that stuff, then you're just busy.
Yeah.
Oh,
All right. Oh, I guess I missed something from Aquanut. Something about CO2 systems. I've never run a CO2 system. I use the liquid CO2. So I'm not too really sure about CO2 systems. I'm interested if I can actually eventually save enough money and things come good to do a high-tech tank. Timothy Michael says, I own a Faka, dog face, and green spotted puffer. That's cool.
Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah. I figured, like I told everyone, I think the last stream I was on, or over the last couple of streams, I'm keeping peak buffers to make sure I can do those properly. And then I know I have the 125, but I don't really want to put Fahaka puffer in with the Oscar and then the koi and the convicts.
you don't want to do that, Cap.
No, because as far as I know, that'll probably end up being a bloodbath.
You might be able to get away with them little peak puffers with the what'd you call it, a Persian puffer or something?
Oh no! I'm talking for my 125. If I was to get I want to get a bigger puffer. But if I was to put a Fahaka puffer in my 125, I think it would just either the Oscar or the convicts or the koi would just start annoying the thing, and then the puffer would probably get pissed off and start eating my fish.
Yeah, don't. You can put them peak puffers with some guppies, but I wouldn't go much further than that.
No. That's all they're with. They're with my female guppies.
How do they do with the guppies? Because I keep reading they're not good to keep with fish that have like fancy tails and stuff.
Honestly, I've missed. I've done feeding for one day. This one-time feeding in the last couple weeks because I've been down and out. So I'm surprised that I got fancy guppies popping again. You know what I mean? Like new fry and stuff. But as far as I know, if the puffers, like I'll feed them bloodworms and, frozen stuff. I didn't feed it. I've just been feeding flake food. So either they've been eating the flake food or as my female guppies drop their fry, they're nailing the fry, which is fine with me. I got 3 of them in there. Let them take care of the fry because I really want to have that.
Yeah, I don't have much experience in that in this whole freshwater thing, but I do have friends that do, and I know that if you got 4 or more pea puffers and let's say a 55 and a shitload of guppies, them puffers will survive forever off the fry on them guppies.
Mm-hmm.
That's for real.
Brian, could you quick make Timothy Michael a mod so he can actually add his link to his channel?
Sure.
To the chat.
Oh yeah. Also, if people don't know how to get to Timothy's channel, if you hit on the 3 dots next to the person's name, as long as you're not using mobile, if you're on a PC or tablet, the 3 dots next to the name, you can click on go to channel. But I'll add him as a mod. He's been in here enough. Oh, Tim's Animals? Yeah, Timothy, you're a mod now, so feel free to post. DPK says, yep, post-traumatic stress disorder is hard and anxiety I suffer from. both in severe depression, but you guys keep me on focus. Keep me focused. That's my problem is I haven't had enough will to even come on here. I look at the screen and it's like, I should just stream because it'll make me feel better. And then it's like something will distract me. And before I know it, I'm in bed watching movies or sleeping. I don't know. Timothy Michael says that Priscilla, I'm sure you've already read this, Priscilla. I would have to order a dragon and a spot of Congo online. DPK says, oh, okay, then I will add, wait for the music, wait on it, but I like music too, though. I'm not sure what that's in reference to. That's Tim Annals. Okay.
DPK wants to hear some James Brown.
Some James Brown?
Yeah, DPK wants some James Brown.
I don't blame him. James Brown's pretty good. Doing Quitch O'Brien, he has an animal channel in this. Oh, this is in his account. Yep, gotcha. So, okay, so I'm at the bottom of the chat. So, Priscilla, what? I'm sorry. What did you ask me? Did I answer it? I'm not sure. I'm a space cadet right now.
It's okay, Cap. We're all there, brother. Don't look at the watch.
Oh, I muted my mic and I kept talking.
Yeah, well, usually if you got the Google Hangouts open and your mic's muted, it'll start saying stuff to you. You realize you're muted, right? Or something like that.
Yeah, no, it didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. I'll be uploading a lot. All right, I'll open that in the background, Timothy, and I'll check that out after the stream.
But I was saying that, yeah, Timothy Michael, if you go to his channel, it's all music related. So his animal channel is something different.
That's cool. Yeah, we'll put the notifications on so when he starts posting stuff. He's got axolotls on there 4 days ago, 4 views. It's only 6 seconds, though. That's okay, though.
Axolotls.
Yep. They make water very dirty very quickly. And when
Very quickly. Yes.
I watched Greg Jones when he got his axolotls from the, I think the axolotl queen, as he called her. I can't remember her name for the life of me. She sent him some, but he moved them from tote to tote to tote when they were the little eggs. You know what I mean? And he was changing water like every day, and didn't have any flow to them because you can't put flow to with that yet. So the water has to be, you know what I mean, stagnant.
What do you think the axolotl's purpose in life is?
I'm not sure. I don't even want to guess. Probably eat stuff.
Look cute.
Just to look cute, but they also eat stuff. As far as I know, axolotls, when they get big, if a fish is sitting too long, like sleeping, I thought I heard somewhere, don't quote me, I could be talking out my ass, which I probably am, that they'll bag a fish if it's sleeping or sitting there too long. You know what I mean? Need a beer. I need a beer. I need another beer, but I really don't want to drink another tall boy right now.
I need to turn this light back on.
So are you drawing anything right now, Priscilla?
Yes, I am.
Hey, Priscilla. I need you to, I'm asking if you could do me a little logo for a fish loft. Whatever your mind gets, whatever comes in, the fish loft.
Right.
Well, I want to put it on a shirt.
I was like, let me think about that.
Now you got to realize it's all deconstructed. It's like a barn. It's a loft.
Okay.
Oh, nasty.
Well, what I'm drawing right now, I can show
Cobwebs and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
drawing a black yraheta.
Oh, look at that.
If you can see it.
That looks awesome.
I can't see my screen, so I'm not sure if I'm
you gotta lower it a little bit. You kind of at an angle. There you go, right there. Yeah, that's perfect.
I'm digging that.
Oh yeah.
Black yraheta with an Anubias
Nice.
So I'm like on the process of drawing it with the watercolor pencil, and then I will use a brush and make it into a watercolor drawing, and so on. But yeah, I got this drawing desk that's in an angle, which is much better to work on, and I got like
It looks like
lights.
it looks like a drafting board. I used those before. Because for landscape design, I took landscape design, and I went to college for a short time to do landscape. Well, become a landscape architect. But
Yeah, and I got these 2 lights that are movable.
Yeah, that's cool.
That just fell down.
Oh, Dwayne Kitchell says axolotls are salamanders. If you add iodine or a juvie form of a salamander, if you add iodine to the tank, they will become a salamander. And Frank Morrow.
That's odd.
What the
Iodine to an axolotl will make a salamander.
Well, they put eggs in water, right? You know, that's how they breed, as far as I understand.
Well, they bury.
Yeah.
They bury their eggs. Yes. They're not live breeders, but yes, a salamander. That's where I get confused with the axolotl. It's more like a salamander in between morph or something. Morphing. It's like it wants to be a land dweller, but yet it's still amphibian. And that's what screws me up, because when I was a kid, we'd always get them leopard salamanders, and that's a true salamander. They don't have them dealy wheelies on the back of the head. You know, them, I don't know, I guess you guys call them barbels or something, but they didn't have them. Axolotl got them barbels. That tells me that it's more of it's a morph of a salamander. It's not a real true salamander per se. Am I wrong or what? Am I going in the wrong direction?
Dwayne Kitchell says yes. They will stay in that form till they die if they don't change. So I don't know how long that is.
Yeah, but what did they change to, Dwayne?
He said salamanders. They are a form of gills. So they can breathe water for the time till they hit an area. This is painful. What's painful?
This is painful.
It's kind of funny. Molly goes up under my where my mouse is, because it's one of those pull-out drawers. How I have my thing set up, where I keep my mouse on, and the I just had the name of them. What the heck did Jason call them? The demo, the African cichlids. I think it begins with the mason eye, if I remember correctly. They swam up to Molly like nothing, and even though she's pounding her nose on the glass, and they're like, "Oh, you gonna give me food? Food?"
All right, I fixed my light.
Cool. Let's see. Timothy says, I'm eating homemade nachos, then doing water changes on my 4 fish tanks and my aquatic turtle tank. I'll be up all night.
All night for 4 tanks?
Oh, Dwayne Kitchell says, Tawny, am I wrong? I stand ready to be corrected. Not you, laugh out loud. Okay. Oh, yeah. Tawny said axolotls eat anything that can fit into their mouths, including rocks. Yeah. Like most fish. Anything.
Is that why people keep them in bare bottom tanks?
Probably. Because you don't, just like turtles, if you're going to put turtles in a tank, they suggest stones that they can't swallow or a sand base. You could do like a sandstone mix, but nothing that's like a 1/4 inch or smaller in pebble size.
because if they get bigger, they can get impacted, and if they can't poop, they die, pretty much.
Right.
And Tawny Morin says an axolotl can also regenerate its brain. That's cool.
The brain?
Mm-hmm.
The hell?
You learn something new every day.
Don't like axolotls naturally like live in caves or something? At least I thought I saw it on TV somewhere.
I'm not sure. This is a struggle for me because I don't know.
I think they're supposed to be really deep, like in the mud or something, like no light. Axolotl. Dark. I don't know nothing about that.
Timothy Michael says, I have a big saltwater tank. It takes forever to change the water. Yeah. I can picture that. All right, Molly. Sit down at least if you're going to be near me. I don't like you bumping my mouse because of me.
Timothy, how big is your saltwater tank, brother? I can't see it, Captain, so I can't see the chat, so I can't.
What was the question? I'm sorry.
He said takes forever to change his saltwater.
He didn't say how big his tank was. He didn't say that.
I asked.
Yeah. Tawny also said you can transplant one tail to another axolotl and it will attach successfully. Cool.
That's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
That's out there.
Cool.
And we're talking about Frankenstein axolotl.
Yeah. Timothy Michael says, when a fish poops white, is it likely it has a parasite, correct? Most of the time, if it's white or clear, yeah, it probably has some type of worms. Don't quote me on that. It's some type of internal parasite. Oh, yeah. Dwayne already answered that. So, Tawny says axolotls are native to one large body of water in Mexico. Yep, Timothy. White stringy poop. Yep. Hey, KG Cichlids, welcome.
I'm surprised Brackon isn't in here.
I think he went to bed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I know he said he's home from college right now, but I don't know. He just kind of disappeared. Oh, you're saying in the chat, though, in Hangouts, right? Or
yeah,
this?
well, just in here, in the stream, or in Hangout, too.
Okay, DPK says it could be a light color foods or wasting disease or a parasite, if I'm correct. And Timothy Michael said it's most likely a death sentence for a fish that gets a parasite. Question? No. Best cure? Use general cure. Use levamisole if you think it's worms, especially in like fancy guppies, because a lot of fancy guppies you get will have Calmaneus worms, from what Fish Tropic says. DPK Fish Aquarium says not all parasites you can. Oh, not all parasites you can catch them in time. Yeah. Tawny says axolotls are a huge deal with scientific studies because of their regeneration abilities and taking on body parts in utero.
I've seen stuff with chameleons where they can regrow a tail or a leg or something like that. That would be pretty. That'd be really pretty cool for DNA studies. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, if we can grow. I mean, I know we had back in the early 90s. There was some kind of lamb or something they did with DNA replication, clone stuff.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. They cloned it, a lamb. I can't. The name was just on my tongue. I want to say Dorothy or something. Like that.
Dorothy or something like that.
Yeah,
but I think that's probably where they got that, was from the chameleon and maybe the ocelot. That salamander. I don't know, but weird ass shit's going down. It's cool. It's cool to think about.
Yeah, it definitely is. Dwayne Kitchell says that Timothy, go watch IFG's treating parasites in a fish video. Yep.
So, Jason, you have saltwater tanks?
I do, Priscilla. Well,
How many saltwater
I don't
tanks you got?
anymore. I apologize for saying that. I have a girlfriend has sabotaged, held all my tanks in hostage. And I've been to a couple of local fish stores and I've seen my fish in their tanks, and she's slowly ripping my stuff apart. And that's, but yes, I have a solid knowledge in saltwater tanks, yes. However, I don't have access to those things anymore.
That's unfortunate.
That sucks. Sucks ass.
Timothy says he has a 90-gallon saltwater that he's setting up tomorrow, a 55 long saltwater, 55 freshwater, 4 10s, and 2 20s.
Okay, Timothy, what do you plan on going in there? I can't see the chat. I'm sorry. I don't know how to do all that.
Dwayne Kitchell says Epsom salts will aid in fish pooping and pass the worms quickly. Medicating food is a good direct way to get rid of internal parasites. Hold on, I'm scrolling. That sucks. Yep. Everyone's saying sorry about that, Jason. Dwayne Kitchell, Christian yraheta. I can't remember. That's the last name. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Jason, you probably got off cheat, man. Think of it that way.
I am. I'm looking. I shouldn't have got involved in that in the first place. Mm-hmm. She had an open floor, a solid concrete floor, and I stuck a bunch of stuff in there, and we started going. It went 3 years strong. I was paying all the power bills, all that. I fell down, and nobody was there to pick me up, so I lost them. And I'm hoping I'm hoping I can get back in there and get them tanks out, but I think most of the fish is gone. Mm-hmm. I think that's just how it went, and I can't do nothing about it. All I can do is pick my chin up, look up, and move on. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. That's where I'm at with that. But I got some knowledge on them salts if you want to know. Mm-hmm. You pick my brains all day long.
The industrious ant, if you force an axolotl to fully change into a salamander, it will die very soon after. That's interesting. And Christian, I would send you the link, but I think I'm going to start closing it up here shortly. You know what? I'll go. I don't know if I want to run till 3 or not. I'm barely keeping my eyes open, to be honest with you right now.
You look okay to me, man.
Mm.
Still smiling.
I just trying to creep around.
No, I know. That's fine. Here, you know what? I'll stay. You know what? I always say this, and I'll get talking and I'll chat some more. If I'm going to be staying longer, I'm going to get my next beer.
Smile on the fish, fam. Come on, Captain. I'm with you, brother. Let's get another one. It'll be all right.
Katie says, run it, have a beer, laugh out loud.
It'll be all
right. Tawny says at the industrious ant, the ones that do it naturally are pretty interesting, though.
Yeah, Brian, what time do you have to get up?
My son's going to be up at 7 or 6:30.
Which is in?
About 4.5 hours. Actually, he's probably going to be up here probably in 4 hours. So
you getting on a bus, you got to take it.
I got to take him because I'm not in a school district.
You better get your ass to bed, buddy.
Yeah. So get some sleep. You got to drive him.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's nothing worse than driving when you're tired.
Well, honestly, I don't get much sleep anyway, so.
I know. You're probably going to get about an hour and a half. and then something's going to happen in the neighborhood, dog barking or trash man come or some shit, and you're going to be up in an hour anyway. So the hell
That
with
sounds
it.
like my neighborhood.
Okay, so let's see. Crash if Dwayne Kitchel's out. Get some sleep, man. Yeah, probably will. Maybe I'll run it another half until 3, and then call quits. That way, Christian can hang out for a half hour. So, go to bed, mate. Everyone's telling me to go to bed.
Right.
That's the worst thing to do to somebody with bipolar depression is to tell them to do something, because they ain't going to do it. I'm with you, Captain.
Yeah. Well, I haven't been diagnosed with bipolar, but I have depression, pretty bad depression.
Well, I just diagnosed you.
Yeah.
I'll
have my highs and then I'll come crashing down.
You're the same. You're the same, brother. Can't tell you what to do.
Yep.
Got to do your own.
Timothy Michael said, "What does he know about tangs and saltwater puffers?"
Okay, tangs. You want to know about tangs? I can't see the chat, Captain. So
yeah, they want Timothy wanted to know about tangs and puffers. Yeah.
What do you want to know about tangs? You want yellow tangs, red tangs, orange tangs, blue tangs? You want what kind of tang you talking about? They're all the same, but
Tanks are hard to keep, right?
very hard to keep. Very hard to keep. And delicate. A very delicate fish. I can tell you this about tangs. Number one, tangs are very carnivorous. They will not. You can't give a tang a pellet. They ain't gonna eat it. Ain't gonna eat it. You gotta give them some. You gotta give them some shrimp. You gotta give them some live food. They got a little pointy mouth, and it's really hard to start feeding a baby tang. If you want to keep a tang, oh, I love them fish. Them fishes, they're awesome. But you got to start them off real easy on. We're only capable of giving the fish what we have available. So you got to start off with small brine, real small brine. It's almost plankton. You could do better. Seriously, now I've done this. Go out to the ocean. Walk out about 15, 20 feet, get you a 5-gallon bucket of water. Come back to the house, put it through a cheesecloth, and take what's left on top of that cheesecloth and put it in the tank. And them tangs they'll start eating. It's plankton. It's a small itty bitty stuff that they grow on. Now, once they get bigger than a quarter, well, I'm gonna tell you, it's about a 50-cent piece. Once a tang gets about to a 50-cent piece, you can start feeding them other stuff. Now, I fed them hamburger. I fed them pork. I fed them chopped sardines. I've cracked a tuna can and put it in there. Them some bitches will get it. But a tang is, now it sounds like I did it dirty, nasty, like I gave them all kinds of grubby stuff. But seriously, they are very carnivorous, very carnivorous fish. They'll eat almost anything you put in front of them, but they're not going to eat a vegetable. They will not eat a pea or a bean or nothing like that. You can mix it. They might eat a little bit of it, but they want meat. That's what I can tell you about a tang.
Are like the tangs wild caught?
I'm sorry,
Like, isn't it? Aren't all tangs wild caught? or something?
I use a slurp gun. I got my first 4 tanks with a slurp gun. Scuba diving. Now, if you don't know what a slurp gun is, I'll tell you. I don't have it here, but it's in the garage. So it's basically it's like a big syringe where you pull one in, and the fish come in one end, and they go into a bucket. It's a slurp gun, and that's how I collected my first few tanks, and my first few clowns was with the slurp gun, and I grew them from there. It wasn't easy, but that's where I got my start with slurp gunning.
Mm-hmm.
Why are they so hard to breed in captivity, or why isn't it possible to breed them in captivity?
No, it's not impossible because I have done it. It's what's hard to do is the way it's tidal. It's the way the water moves. Okay, first you got to have. There are certain things that you have to have other than water quality. Water quality is utmost, but you still need to have the right environment. And the environment includes everything that goes around them, like coral frags. You got to have other fishes that help the community. Shrimp. There's lots of shrimp out there that people don't even know about. You got to have a community. That's the most important thing. If you want to know more about the community, I can help you, but it's pretty difficult for me to get into all that conversation right away. But if you look, Encyclopedia Britannica, it'll tell you everything you need to know. Fish base is another place that I've often looked at. That's a huge source of information. First and last thing I can tell you about clowns and tangs is you got to have environment. You got to have some coral. You got to have some coral. You got to have a good sand base, and you have to have lots of flow. That's about all I can tell you about that right now. Right now, that's all I can tell you. I can tell you a whole bunch more, but I'll be yakking on this thing for hours.
Hold on, someone was saying. Let's see. Timothy Michael says yes. They are all they are wild caught until recently.
Did Timothy say he's putting them in a 125? And how many?
I don't know. He was looking for the blue sail. Hold on, let me scroll back up. He's looking for the sailfin tang and blue tang, and a dog-faced puffer.
Okay, as far as I know, there is no sailfin tang. I haven't seen one. I don't know. Maybe there is. But the puffer, now that puffer's a bad mamma jamma. You can't keep him with nobody. He can't. He's a free goer, man. He's a bottom swimmer. He'll pick on them loggerhead turtles. You can't keep that puffer. You can't keep him. Can't keep him.
Not with anything else in the tank, right?
Nothing. You can't keep him alone. He'll bang his head into the damn wall. Can't keep him. It's not a keeper. Cannot keep that fish.
Stop it, Molly. Yes, I heard Matthew.
It was awesome, though.
Sorry, guys. I don't mean to do this. My son's moving and pretty loud, and he said, "Daddy, that's
I muted the mic, so I don't need to cut this short. I gotta cut this.
Hey, be good, Captain. Thank you, buddy.
Well,
Yeah,
thank you for
Jason.
streaming.
I'm sorry I
Come back.
crushed your stream, man.
Oh no, it's fine. It's fine. No big deal. I was expecting that I might wake him up. Plus, Molly's making a lot of noise too. So, like, you should start up a stream, Jason, if you want to keep going and talk about saltwater.
Hell no. I might, but I got the itches. I got under the truck yesterday, and that's why I'm wearing this coat, because I got the poison on me. The ivory poison. I'm itching all over.
I feel you. I used to get it all the time when I landscaped, at least once or twice a season. Then I'd be covered. And then
Well, I was trying to wait for my son to fall asleep, and he actually did. So I'm out of here too. And yeah, thanks for streaming again.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna try and stream more. I just gotta get the will to do it. You know.
Great.
Night, everyone. Thanks, Priscila, for stopping in. Christian stopping in. Jason stopping in. Check out their channels. Jason, I'll add your channel, or if you want.
You're already on me, man.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I think I pretty much put everyone that I stream with pretty consistently. If I don't have you in here, Jason, I'll add you later today. If not today, tomorrow.
All right,
No,
you guys have a good night and
right,
enjoy your
brother.
day with your son.
Oh, I will. He's gonna be at school, so I gotta see if I can't get my tires put on my truck tomorrow. Hopefully, or I'm gonna wait till next payday and do it, just before I have to go for Memorial Weekend to visit my brother. But the thing with Memorial Weekend, before I leave, last thoughts. The one fish store I stopped in Jersey on the way home, I'm gonna stop again and see if they don't mind me doing a quick tour, because I have a lot of fish that I got from them still that are alive. So I'd like to just do a quick tour of that place, because they all the staff was there, really knowledgeable, and everything looks pretty good there. You know what I mean? See if they'll let me do that. Yeah, even though it's not technically a local fish store to me, I just thought it was good. And as it is, Molly is on the damn fish tank trying to get the.
Get him, Molly.
She really likes fish. Can you feed her like fish stuff?
No, she wants to get that to pluck up. Oh, Sergeant Tank's back later. All right. Thanks again, everyone. I appreciate you stopping in. I'll try to be more. I'll try. I can't promise anything. I'll try to get back into the habit of streaming every day.
All right, awesome. You have a good night.
Yep, you too.